Well, good evening and welcome to the CEV Champions League, where we have reached the knockout stages of the most prestigious club competition in the world. The reigning champions, VakifBank Istanbul, have travelled to Rzeszów in Poland in a fixture that they wouldn't have wanted to have played in at the beginning of the season. A loss to Milano in the group stages mean they are here in the playoff round looking for qualification to the next leg. Well, the games will be coming thick and fast as we look to complete our quarter-final. And for Rzeszów, four-time league runners-up and Polish Cup champions.
Now we
have
need
a
to
tough
play
night in the
good
office.
volleyball and make not many mistakes, because Rzeszów is a team that play very good volleyball, is very well organized, and the number of mistakes is very low. And if they receive good, you know, setter is pretty capable to use the middle in a very good way, and the middle are strong in attack. It's a team that is fun to play against, because you know it's not easy. You know you have to push, you know, to make the result. It's a very good volleyball team, and so we are excited to this kind of matches.
We have to play, all of us, very good. We shouldn't watch them. If you are impressed, so that will be really difficult. So we'll start aggressive, and means we need to believe that we have our chances. We know that by the past. So 2 years ago, we made a great success here against VakifBank with pretty similar team. 5 players were already here. So means, yeah, not so many chances, but still we have chances. So I hope we'll make a very good game and a surprise.
Well, two legends of the game, Stefan Antiga, the former Polish men's coach who led Poland to the World Championship title in 2014 with Rzeszów, and Giovanni Guidetti, the long-standing coach of VakifBank Istanbul, who are looking to win this for a third straight time at the Champions League. As we have a look in the locker room, Bianca Buja there might be used from the start, might be used from the bench today, but a heavy-hitting team. A lot of changes from the team that won the Champions League last season, including Paola Egonu moving back to Milano, one of 3 players moving to Milano, who then went and beat VakifBank Istanbul in the group stages to end up winning that pool and knock VakifBank into this round of games. Well, I look through the plans for Rzeszów in what is one of the biggest games in their history. They're looking to win this fixture to go to the quarterfinals for the 3rd time in a row. They've always been knocked out in the quarterfinals by a Turkish side. They know tonight will be difficult, but as Antiga said, they'll have their chances. Well, the toss taking place a short time ago here in Rzeszów. Well, here we go. The knockout stages have arrived in Rzeszów. It is PGE Rysice RZESZÓW up against VakifBank Istanbul in what should be an absolute belter. VakifBank away from home. This two-leg tie as we have a look at Dinapro. They play Akçakabasi Istanbul, the other finalists from last year, and Stuttgart against Potsdam, an all-German affair.
12 Bianka Busza, 13
On the crowd making their way in, currently second in the league. Rezov behind Shemek Police, previously coached by VakifBank's rivals Akçakabasi. Coach Ferhat Akbas, one of the best at what she does in the middle position. Keep an eye on her this evening. A great summer for Turkish volleyball, winning the VNL and the European Championships. Turkey Poland and Turkey actually met each other in the quarterfinals of Euro Volley. 3 of the Polish squad playing for Rezov this evening. 3 of the Turkey team playing for VakifBank Istanbul. It's a star-studded lineup, as you would expect. VakifBank deep in talent. They certainly have 2 setters that fit the bill, with Jansu Özbay and also Sarah Van Allen, the Dutch setter. A depth of talent. The double substitution certainly will be made, I'm sure, for Rezov. They certainly do have their fair share of talent. Gabriela Orvasova, the Czech opposite, their top scorer with 105 points in the group stage. It's already 30 more than she scored last season. Gabi Gumarez, best outside hitter in the Champions League 3 years in a row. The Brazilian outside Olympic silver medalist. Someone who is the all-round package, passing, defense, offense. She's got the absolute lot. Remember, this is the 3rd match that these teams have played against each other. They met in the 2021-2022 quarterfinals. VakifBank losing away in this very fixture, but winning 3-1 at home. It was close, and Antigua already said they will have their chances this evening. Well, VakifBank Istanbul currently 3rd in the Sultanlı League at the moment. Akçakabasi Fenerbahçe above them, but all teams have only lost 1 match this season. That's how close it is in the league in Turkey, but also just how the league is improving year on year. Turkish volleyball certainly flourishing. Anna Stencil, Obiwara, someone to keep a little eye on the middle blocker. And they certainly have the physicality, but Obiwara, somebody who's won the best server in the Polish Championships on 20 level, but let's see if she gets the nod this evening, because Veronika Sentka and Magdalena Jurczyk certainly capable as well in that middle blocking realm. They have some physicality, that's for sure, and that might just put the cat amongst the pigeons for VakifBank. There'll be some nerves in some ways, but Rezov will also know they have absolutely nothing to lose. They can go full send here this evening at home. Well, last time out, they lost away to the brilliant Amoko Conegliano. 3-1. As we have a look at the VakifBank lineup, obviously without Agonu, Karabayama and Nika Daudarop from last year's squad, but Ogbogu stays will be huge. Chansu Osbai, the Turkish national team at setters, Eric Gunesh, who we've already spoken about, key in this team. Jordan Thompson, also in the side Olympic gold medalist. For RZESZÓW, well, 3 of the team, or the squad that played in Euro Volley, Katarzyna, Vanessa, one of those, Veronika Zazowska, another one to keep an eye on this evening. It's RZESZÓW up against Istanbul. It's exactly what we want from Champions League volleyball. The underdog at home, the favourite and the reigning champion away for this first leg. I'll leave that with you in the commentary box for this one. It's an absolute pleasure to be back on Champions League duty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rzeszów. Today, PGE Rysice RZESZÓW will face VakifBank Istanbul from Turkey in the playoff 2024 CEV Volleyball Champions League. Drodzy Państwo, teraz proszę wszystkich o powstanie przed nami hymny Ligi Mistrzów. Ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you to raise for the CEV Volleyball Champions League anthem.
The Champions League anthem, always a proud moment for the players. RZESZÓW, 3 wins, 3 losses in the group stage, losing their last 2 matches. VakifBank have won each of their last 7 knockout rounds in the Champions League since they lost 3-1 to Amoko Conegliano in the 2021 final. They're 5 from 6. They had a huge match against Milano away from home to finish off the group stage. Cohen Lutz, first referee, and Stefano Cesar from Italy will be the down ref, watching rotations, the net, and anyone who infringes on play. This is a huge, huge game here. Well, the VakifBank played that huge 5-setter away to Marco Gaspari's Milano, which is turning into a dream team. And you wouldn't think they would start any different. And a huge evening for Alexandra Franti, playing against her old side here in her old stadium, the American starting, and Chansu Özbay also getting the nod in front of Sarah Van Arlen. And there's no surprise as Chiaka Ogbogu gets the start as well. Gabby as well on the outside. Well, Jordan Thompson, no surprise, probably the biggest change to the squad from last year. Thompson starting opposite, replacing Agonu in the VakifBank team that won the Champions League. Ogbogu and Gunesh in the middle, Franti on the outside with Gabby. Chansu Osbai starting as the setter. It's the same team that beat Milano. Giovanni Guidetti, he's seen it, he's done it, and he's fantastic for the sports. Well, the RZESZÓW team ready to rumble here as we have a look at Gabriela Ovasova on the opposite. Vanerska starting as the setter. Kalandadze, the Georgian outside setter, gets the start. Amanda Koneo as well. Jurczyk gets the nod. So it's exactly the same team for RZESZÓW underneath the guidance of Stefan Antiga, that lost to Amoko in their last group stage game. They'll come out all guns blazing underneath the guidance of Antiga, that's for sure. Venerska, the setter, has a key role this evening. Venerska, one of those who played and took a bronze medal in the VNL this year. We know who won that. Well, we're underway. Knockout stages of the Champions League, and what a start it is. The middle's brought in straight away, and it is the perfect start. The reception, Guidetti said the reception would be good, and Jurczyk puts the ball away. 185 and quick, and really, if you are Venerska, getting the middle in early will be key. Thompson gets stopped. Two Americans in this starting lineup. It's a dream start for RZESZÓW. And Jurczyk again. 2 points for the middle. Another one part of the VNL squad for Poland, and they're starting to become a real threat in world volleyball. And there's an error on the wing for VakifBank and for Thompson. That ball potentially just a little bit inside for the opposite. Service to position one, making life difficult for Özbek. She has to go to the outside, and Gabby starts with the tip, and you can just hear that everything goes quiet when VakifBank score. It's a one-on-one situation, and you have to give some things up in this sport, but very rarely do you want to give Gabby a one-on-one on the outside. Back through the opposite, big hammer in that opposite position from Orfasova. First point of the evening, fast tempo. It's a really good angle, hitting that far away from the body from Francia is superb. Four-time World Club champions, VakifBank already knowing that this is not going to be easy whatsoever. Looks like there's a challenge early doors from Antiga. Stefano Cesar, his first big job of the evening. First challenge. Was there a block touch? It doesn't look like it. Gunesh was up, and she's had such a superb career. Best middle blocker in the Club World Championships, best middle blocker in that Euro Volley campaign, and in the VNL as well. She's starting to look like and play like the very best in the world, but she's tooled off this time. And RZESZÓW don't look scared of anything. They've come out aggressive and on the wing. Swing off the top of the hands. Well, out of system play. Franti again, an absolute hammer. Somebody who had a great time here in the Polish league. It's a good high arm swing, keeps the hand very high. That's that high hand position is the reason why she's got so much range in the arm to hit the angles that she can hit. Big block, okay. And as soon as RZESZÓW are out of rhythm, Bogu just releases to the opposite and gets the close. The feet never got round the ball from Venerska, the setter, Bogi knew exactly where that ball was going and released early. Finish with the missed serve, but keep an eye on Alexandra Franti. When she was here, she won the best outside hitter in the Polish Cup, the campaign where Rzeszów came second. She then got the move to Italy, to Chieri, and then to Castelmaggiore before sealing this move to VakifBank. Out of system rip coming, and that's a really strong out of system rip as well. Not much on there, just staying incredibly high. Amanda Conio, feet to the ball and off the block. Best outside hitter in the South American Championships in the summer, formerly of Morehouse. They're going to have to go for it this evening. Rzeszów, here comes Jordan Thompson. Such a fantastic career, was the MVP of the Turkish Super Cup this season. You can understand why. Bogu cleans up everything. The service pressure is there. It's an American point for Thompson and Bogu. USA beating Brazil in the Olympic final. In Tokyo, Bogu's taking matters into her own hands. Calm and aggressive. A deadly combination of characteristics here. Just reads that ball going towards 6 and makes a late move. Passes back in system. Venerska goes to the outside, trying to stretch the middle blocker. To the outside, okay. Change of position here. And it's very, very quickly turning into your Bogu show here. Well, timeouts being taken here in Rzeszów. VakifBank's 4 in a row.
That's good. That's a good option she made. Probably she will take a clear direction. Okay? It's perfect. You can try to go a bit faster. Okay? And even to the center. In defense here, we're making a good job. Okay, defense. We hold it. We hold it. Okay, we keep playing. Let's go.
Well, 3 of those 4 points at least were scored by Jaco Bogu. He signed for VakifBank from their rivals ex-Jakubasi Vicha in 2021. That played for Szemik Police, the main rivals of Rzeszów in Poland, for a season as well. Best blocker in the Champions League last year as well. But Thompson reloading from the baseline, and this is important from her, serving the front court receiver. It's the same option again. The pass comes in from 5 and it's angled towards 2. You'll see the middle blocker has to shift one way and then back the other, so they're trying to put pressure on the middle blocker by moving the ball from left to right and then back to left again, and it works. Service on Gabby. Back to the middle. That's a huge play all round, and it's a massive play for the confidence of Rzeszów here. Alexandra Szlagowska just parks in her first base position and makes a big play on the middle. And then the swing off the hands is absolutely money. Ovasova. 23 just 2 days ago. Back to the middle, and it's just such a blessing for VakifBank. I mean, they are the best team in the world, if not one of the best, so they have point scorers everywhere. Jansu just finds the middle when Rzeszów aren't expecting it. That's the way to really hold the opposition middles. The more you use the middle, the more they have to hold with you. There's no middle here, so Bogu will be back amongst this. She manages to slow the play down a little bit. Gabby looks block out, gets block out as well. VakifBank so far looking there and comfortable mentally. Bogu at the moment, for me, the main difference. Gabby always giving an outlet to Jansu when they're a little bit out of rhythm or in transition. Again, the pass is out of system. Can they hit their way out of system here, though? Yes, they can. Rezov. Big evening this for Konyo. On the outside. First time she's been in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Ace! And she's certainly up for the challenge, isn't she? Absolutely phenomenal. Pick that one out. On the baseline, on the back end of the baseline, on the back millimetre of the baseline. And Rezov for back to one. Passes in system though, VakifBank finding their way. Thompson accessing the line on the right side is sometimes very difficult. The ball has to be wide enough with the set, and it certainly was. Thompson's approach line coming in straight certainly helps that cause. And we all know what she's got back into the angle is a piece full of power. Bogging. Free ball. Should be. Easy enough pickings. Gabby, Doug. Chance for Thompson. Good footwork, really good footwork from Özbay to almost pirouette around the ball and flip it to the outside. Two up in the block again, and it's just faded away. Well, the best outside hitter in the league last season, Anna Kalandadze from Georgia. Signed from Łódź in 2021. Showing again at 186 just how powerful they can be, Rezov on the wings. And maybe, just maybe, it's the first sign of vulnerability for VakifBank as their passing unit is broken. Still nice and calm though. Gunesh has a lot of experience now in this VakifBank side. Veronica Sentka, who well, serves well, but they're back to the middle again. And Gunesh puts her first kill away here. And through the middles, they're just undeniably strong. It's a wider set, and they protect one, rightfully the blockers of Łódź, but Gunesh can go both ways from that swing. Özbay into the net this time. Plays with her heart on her sleeve. Even though there are no sleeves on this jersey. Vanerska. So smart from Gabby so far. We've seen the tip into the space at three. We've seen her hammer the ball off the hands, and then she knows that the block is into the angle. She can see Orvasova. She just goes high to position one. It's a very shrewd swing, and it's these small things, isn't it? Gabby's swing looks so smooth, and then she goes back and serves an ace, and all of a sudden VakifBank are up by two again. Good contact of the ball, and they're going after Amanda Cunio so far. In turn, Kalandadze has to step in and pass that one away from the Colombian outside. It works as Rezov can rotate round. Promising. Gabriela Orvasova in this opposite position, I tell you. Just 23 years of age and an impressive season so far. Passes out of system. They still try and play fast, and that's an incredible play from Thompson. They're playing quick out of rhythm. She's got no angles available to her here, so she decides to test the block and the inside hand of the block of Konyo. As much as she'll be a point scorer, the Colombian outside, I think she'll be a target for VakifBank this evening. That's already proving to be the case. Tip over the top, but Vanerska to the outside. And that's a good swing. She's a high outlet herself here. causing issues. American middle. Magdalena Juricic serving from position 5. You have to say, they've been incredibly steady so far. VakifBank, a long line set, trying to press the middle blocker. It's a good set from Erzbay again. Setting long lines, trying to stress out the opposition middle. Certainly working so far. Thompson's serve also working so far. Tight set, and again the block is there. And VakifBank flourishing once more. Thompson serving, backed up with Bogu's blocking. The difference is a tight set, and Erzbay there as well. Well, we often see the double shot from VakifBank. Ramstein as well, Alexia Karatashu and Sarah Van Arlen. Whether they need it or not is a different timeout.
Your position, Kasha Gabi, position der Wiedense. Okay? Let's go, here.
Polish fans in this sport, absolutely colossal. The sport wouldn't be the same without Polish fans and Turkish fans alike. Adding so much to this wonderful sport. Thompson. Pass is wrestled in. It's a long line set now. The opposite, and all of a sudden you can just see that there's no shying away in the big moments from Gabriela or Vasova. Played in the Challenger Cup, but she won a silver medal. There's a change though here. Double substitution, keep 3 spikers on the front court. A word of wisdom or 2 from that man there, Antigua. For Anti the target, can she hit her way out of rhythm? She can't, or she can hit her way out of rhythm off the block. And it's exactly what this game's about. If you've got a hard-hitting outsider, you can pass a little bit more out of rhythm. The opposition know exactly where you're going. Franti's still high enough and physical enough to work off the hands. Thoroughly impressive. Franti. She was the best outside hitter in France in 2018-19. From Penn State, she was the best hitter in the NCAA as well. Started her professional career in Slovenia with Kalkit. To the outside. Again off the hands. There's a ploy here. In these out of rhythm balls, a little look to the stars. And for once, Bogu couldn't score. Good work in the block, and then the recovery from Kalendadze. Just tipping off the hands is a smart move in those 50-50 situations. Good game, this one. Again, serving deep.
18-20 i w holu serwisowym czeka od boku.
I catch off for the moment the libero. Into the net for Vakif. All of this sparring now into the big moments of the set. Double substitution, just reversing. Stenso Obawa removed for the time being. Or coming in, sorry, my mistake. Serving the front court receiver short, that's Gabby. And what they're trying to do there is work the approach of Gabby and make it difficult for her to attack with Thompson on the back court. And what Gabby's showing again is that she knows what she's doing in every situation to score. Service straight down the line. Similar service here through the pipe for the very first time. And yes, VakifBank have gone after Koneo a little bit, but she looks aggressive in all areas. The pipe's a good one, and the turn to one is even better. The pipe attacker needs to keep that attack outside of position 6. It's a good tempo as well. Well, now the double substitution has reversed. And again, Erzbay smart here. The play is pretty compact to that left-hand side of the court. And we saw this earlier on. Thompson's on one flank, and it's the perfect time just to zip that middle on a shoot. Good find from Erzbay there. She's under a lot of pressure. Now she's playing defense. Who takes the second ball? Franti with the set. Thompson slightly inside, scores another one. And at these big moments, VakifBank are just pushing and going through the gears a little bit. Franti with the set. Thompson comes and finds it. Radetzky said himself this would be a fun game because this team have to push. This one's going to 4. Everyone on the VakifBank side knowing it. Free net for Thompson. And she won't be needed to be asked twice to put that one away. Great setting again from Erzbay, just baiting in the blockers and flipping it back to the American. Serve to position 1, forcing the ball again to the outside. And set point for VakifBank here. And they've been aggressive on the pins. The middles have been working very nicely. And Gabby has been faultless. VakifBank have been faultless so far. They take the opening set by 5 points. Perfect, no, but dominant again from Erzbay, just flipping that ball from 3.5 on the pipe, losing the middle. And it's VakifBank Istanbul, the reigning champions of the last 2 years, that take the opening set 25-20. The stats so far, VakifBank more aggressive on the net, passing in a rhythm a lot more. It's the same, but the blocks key. And Gradecki will be happy with his team making minimal errors. Let's see what set 2 brings our way. VakifBank so far looking strong. Well, you have to say, when you come away to places like Rysice, as VakifBank will know from a couple of years ago, it's a little bit of a banana skin. And if you don't come out and push from the start, you could find yourself under pressure. VakifBank haven't taken this task lightly, that's for sure. They have some strength on the bench as well. We've spoken about Sarah Van Arlen, who had a great Euro volley, the young Dutch setter. Alexia Karatashu will be used as that double substitution should they need it. As confirmation of the score in set one, 25-20 here in Rzeszów.
Drodzy Państwo, wracamy do naszego spotkania. Pierwszy set za nami. Wygrywają tego pierwszego seta Turczynki 25-20. Drugiego seta rozpoczną Rzeszowianki.
But one thing we've learned about this Rzeszów side is that they can mix it, and they certainly have the power on the wings to cause issues. Again, working the approach of Gabby, putting up a big line block and trying to force her into the angle. This time she misses a first mistake from Gabby this evening. Konerska had 17 serves against Emoko in their previous group game. Oh, big arm from Gabby. Wow, the good news is we get to see this one again. Serve to the inside, and then coming on an inside set to move the block up. The VakifBank know what they're trying to do, the opposition, so you just change their offense. Really smart. Tactically astute from Guidetti and VakifBank. But this is encouraging as well from Amanda Cuneo. We've seen this pipe attack twice now, and twice it's been perfection. VakifBank not ready to deal with the pipe attack from Rzeszów, or potentially giving it to them if they use it. Fast pass, great set from Erzbay, and that's an absolute bailout. Incredible reactions from the setter, and they're all having a little laugh about it, but just sticks it up with the perfect out-of-rhythm set for Thompson. And Thompson didn't need to be asked twice just to go off the middle blocker. Pass has just been cushioned in. Erzbay is there again, but you have to say, Cuneo is starting to grow into this game. Power in the pipe, and then just precision. Erzbay shifting backwards to play defense and then having to come forward again. Difficult to make those two movements, especially with the touch off the block. Interesting to see where they serve now. I think the front court receiver has been the option when Gabby's on the front, but they're trying to force the ball to the outside with Franti, who's absolutely ecstatic. Great to see the dynamic of this VakifBank team. They have power on the wings, which means if they don't quite pass perfectly, they'll still have options. Obviously coming in for Kaya Bayema this year, one of a few that moved on with Ugonu, who's just been superb everywhere she's gone. Franti back in the mix at the moment. Eye catch with the first touch. This time it's a cross line, and it's really good arm. She's hit angles so often, and you leave her a little bit of line, and you can see the opposition just saying that was nasty. Fast play out of the system. Bonio again aggressive. I'm enjoying where this game is going. Bonio dynamic, but also the arm is so incredibly quick that Bogu gets across really well, but her hands can't match the speed of the arm of the Colombian outside. Now they do go onto the front court receiver. One way to affect Franti is to go after the pass, but when they do go after the pass of Franti, she passes perfectly, and it gives Erzbay all of the options. So she splits the net and leaves a one-on-one down the 10. And as I said earlier, we all know what Thompson's got into the angle on that 10 attack. Van Antigua seen just about everything. A legend in Poland for the work he did with the men's national team in that home world championships in 2014. Free ball. Gabby, oh my days, a circular arm swing that has all of the range to it. She jumps out of the gym, it's another high ball. And you seal the line. The libero steps up, but really to no avail. Gabby in rhythm with all of her options available. Almost impossible to stop. Cunha the target here off the serve. Thompson with the tip this time, pulls the setter out of the defensive play, and it's out of rhythm swing from Cunha, just the wrong side of the sideline. Guidetti, as always, right in the thick of everything. Franti with the serve, it's a beautiful serve. From 1 to 5. And there's not a lot that Anna Kaladadze could do about that one. Stepping across, trying to take a bit of pressure off of Cornio there. And VakifBank again in firm control here in the second.
Okay? Girls, we try to get to serve Franti. Okay, they are covering her. Okay, but it is especially from 1 to 5 or to 6, that could be a good option.
Incredible support from the VakifBank fans, as always. It's an absolute love affair with Giovanni Guidetti and VakifBank here since 2008 now. He's overseen this journey to the very top, and at the same time coaching Turkey and now Serbia, the Netherlands also in that period of time. Franti serving, forcing the ball to the outside. VakifBank are a different gravy at the moment, a different class. The serving from Franti putting pressure on the pass, affecting the rhythm and the approach of Cunha. And once more serving the front court receiver. It has to go back there, and the blockers are ready for it releasing. They know where this ball's going. Thompson. It's another rocket from Thompson high over the block. Now she's playing defense, thrown over on 2, but nice reactions from Rezov. Stenka was there, and she's peeling off this time with the free ball into the angle. Passes it herself to the outside once more, and finally Rezov are off of this difficult rotation. They're not given many chances from VakifBank at the moment. It's nice to use their outside when she's not feeling the pressure on the pass. Wow. And that's how VakifBank respond. Perfect from eye catch into the perfect spot. Middle's on time. They've used her so often that Senka has to go with the middle in rhythm. The pass is perfect. Gabby one-on-one. Good luck. Bogu out the back, second miss serve for her this evening, but she's certainly been a thorn in the side of the hosts. Guidetti knows the sport so well, be very aware that he can't let his team open any door for this Rezov side. To the middle this time from Gunesh. Unstoppable on this wider play, isn't she? She's able to snap back angle. She's now just going after the line. That's why they run that play. Try and open up the gap between the 3 and the 2 blockers. And then in turn, that should open up Thompson. Franti on the pipe. That's the first time we've seen that play this evening. She's not missing at the moment, is she? She really isn't. Well, wherever you're watching from, welcome. It's an absolute performance so far from VakifBank, serving RZESZÓW out of system once more. All options available, pipe twice in a row. That's an outrageously good dig in rhythm though from the libero, but there's a battle of the liberos. Eye catches there. Wow. It was Stigowska who made a great defense through the first phase. RZESZÓW make this one. Hand of Thompson off the aerial. Seems like very good balance to this side for VakifBank this season. They know they're going to have a few tests on their way to glory again, but Thompson off hands. Formerly of Milano's. Straight swap with Obonu this season has whisked away off the block this time. It's a great change of direction. Been slightly quiet Orbisova as of late, but now just goes away from the body as Gabby reaches in. She knows it was close, but she also knows Orbisova is high at 191 and very athletic. Franti again on the pipe. And this is a 5th gear from VakifBank at the moment. You've got Gabby on the front. You've got so much to worry about. Thompson on the front as well. Gunesh on that wider play that we've seen before, and that opens up the pipe to come through and hammer. Özbay playing a very good game of chess here and playing some very good defense as well. In the defense. And that's a high rip on the wing from Kalidadze. Well, the Colombian should take some plaudits defensively here. The Georgian, smart play off of the hands of Gunesh. Not going to hit steep past her. But if you stay high enough, you'll have a chance. 33% reception is where they've struggled. Service pressure of VakifBank very high. Good commitment to the middle and that attack from Gunesh, but all that is from Özbay is just opening up other options in a moment or two. There's a nice lead, so a good chance to do a little bit of middle work for Özbay. Thompson hitting out of rhythm, no. To the outside, okay. RZESZÓW, who are a fair few behind, are starting to deliver the goods here. Again, Franti putting the ball away consistently. And they have Daya Cevicholo on the bench if needed, but Franti currently too strong. Now RZESZÓW starting to ship the pass. 2 blockers up for VakifBank. A free ball from Gabby. Gabby, who had the best blocking efficiency in this season's group stage. Just the all-round package, and Ogbogu certainly has everything in the locker as well. She's been superb this evening. You feel that RZESZÓW are fighting hard, but you feel that VakifBank at this moment in time, their level is just too high out there. The question's going to be whether VakifBank take their foot off the gas or not. Good blocking this time. Finio trying to go away from the body and away from the body on the opposite. Offers over. Goes wide, and it's 16-10. VakifBank are doing all the hard work away from home in this tie. Setting themselves up very comfortably.
Remember or not, in transition, kończę daną gramy gdzieś. Okay, nie ma kultu kończę, poprzedń tak. Pull every time. Okay, even if it seems obvious, pull a bit higher, captain transition. Okay, let's go, let's go.
Dawaj, dawaj.
Bardzo, Gabi, bardzo dobrze.
Dwa czasy wykorzystał w drugim secie Stefan Tiga. 10-16 na zagrywce Rysice.
Well, service again, straining that ball up, but they've done a good job, VakifBank, of putting the pass and the setter under pressure here. It just keeps raining points. The 3-2 victory in Milano for VakifBank, certainly a game fit for a Champions League final going all the way. Changes again, Anastensel Obiwawa in for the middle for Rezov, back to the opposite. Good run from Rezov. They have to try and build something here though, because they're finding it difficult to score. It's a very good bit of commitment from Abogu, and she's reading the game really well. Getting across, closing everything. Thompson! That's an absolute ripper of a swing. Comes on in and just draws it away from the defense. You can have 15 players on the court, nobody's digging that one. If you get 3 up on the block at the turn of the angles, maybe even too good. Gabby's there again. Thompson on the inside 10 is Doug. Big opportunity. Amanda Cuneo once more puts the ball away. To say, a very, very exciting player. Just turned 27 years of age, played in Cannes. Started off in the lower leagues of Italy. Venetrano in 2015, and then she moved over from Colombia at the end of the 2015 season. Big. And Özbay just keeps developing in this sport, because once again the pass is in, the middle's a threat, she goes to the outside. Granty's in rhythm, she's feeling it this evening, and she just carries it away from the body. Tight play. Huge. Bogu here, in these situations, she's just blocked and she manages to kick out, get an approach, run in on the tempo, and access the line from the right side. Again, good from Özbay, but incredible volleyball from VakifBank. Those things are just not easy. And then out of rhythm for Rezov at the moment, who would have wanted so far to have made a bit of a closer game than this. But VakifBank are just too strong in every sense. too good from Gabby. He's hammered away into the angle numerous times and then comes in the crossbody line shot. Look at him, he's a happy man this evening, Guidetti. And rightfully so. Again, thrown over. And it's just one of those junky plays from Erzbay that just always seems to catch the opposition out. It's a real smart play to find the gap between the block and the defenders as well. Substitutions are raining in here. Rezov. Veronika Klagovska comes in, 189. Pass isn't there though. The defense luckily is. Gabby again just manages the risk of that situation. There was no hammer there, there was really no tip, so she just plays and maintains the advantage. Does exactly the same again, high to the outside, 2 up once more. And this is VakifBank absolutely cooking here. Ogbogu is everywhere. And look how far she gets over the net. Again, an overpass. It's incredibly tough out there. Veronika Klagovska, 22 years of age, getting served that straight ball down the line. Very difficult to create angles from there into the setter. Straight serve, difficult to angle the ball towards position 2.5. That's a little bit better, but there's still no middle, still no opposite, so the blockers know exactly where the ball is going. VakifBank Istanbul are looking for a quick journey back to Turkey. Ogbogu is there again. She has been magnificent. VakifBank Istanbul, 2-0 now. They lead, and the Rezezhów, the hosts, have it all to do. Well, the stats from the second set: 19 attacks to 9. The reception is far better, the service as well. Better on the error count though from Rezezhów, 3 less than the opening set, but they're taking an absolute hammering. Well, one-way traffic in set 2 of this Champions League encounter. VakifBank lead 2-0. Ogbogu has been everywhere on the net. Outstanding. Gabby, consistently aggressive. They have strength all over the court. The winner of this game will go through, or this tie, sorry, will go through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. It's all to play for. You wouldn't want to be anywhere else. The winner of this game will play Amoco Conegliano, the 2021 winners of the Champions League, boasting a pretty fancy roster themselves. Polish Joanna Wolosz Catherine Plummer, Kelsey Robinson Cook, Robin DeCoy, Marina Lubian, the Italian international, and one of my favourite liberos in Monica Di Gennaro. That Moco side led by Daniele Santarelli as we have a look at the score here, 25-20, 25-12. Surely it has to get better here for Rzeszów.
25 do 12. Wygrywają Turczyki, prowadzą jak na razie tutaj w hali poprawią 2-0. Przed nami trzecia odsłona dzisiejszego pojedynku. Rozpocznie go rozgrywająca drużyny ze Stambułu, Cansu Ozwaj.
Well, you'd think for VakifBank Istanbul, if it's not broken, you won't need to fix it. Cansu Ozbay gets us underway. Gabby and Gunesh on the front court with Thompson at the moment. Franti, who's been outstanding so far. And Grenelli's just taken one. Okay. Ovasova gets the first point of set 3. You'd expect Grenelli to react on that and maybe make a dig, wouldn't you? Thompson makes it look so easy. You see, she's not trying to hit this ball overly hard. Everything is just smooth and fast. She kicks off well, keeps the ball in front of her, and then just say very, very smooth on that ball. Passes in system. Tonio opening up on the pipe. This is a very strong option for this Rzeszów team. Now on the front court, but I make that 3 from 3 on the pipe to them this evening with Amanda Cunio running it. Franti. Brilliant game so far for the outside. Will she be targeted with the serve? No. Serve goes to 1. Trying to force the ball, I think, to the outside, but Ozbay does a good job of feeding the middle twice in a row. And Ozbay feeding Gunesh early on in the set to hold the opposition middle. Very polite from Gunesh. Just checking everything's okay. Ozbay finding the middle, and that's a phenomenal turn. It really is. Technically, to hit that angle through the body, you have to have good posture and your arm has to come through nicely. Off the hands again, and Rzeszów are doing a smart job through Ovasova. You think they're the 2 main attacking options, Ovasova, Cunio at the moment. They should get, or will get the lion's share of the ball, but I think VakifBank have done a good job of keeping the opposite out of the game so far. More middle work, and that's okay from VakifBank, just feeding it early. They don't lose this point. Caneo strong again, hitting into the angle. Be interested to see if she starts getting served a little bit more this time. They go after position 1. Senka. Pass is very good from Gabby again. They feed the middle. And that is the first time that Bogu has been stopped in this game. And they're getting a little bit of third set syndrome here. VakifBank struggling. Just taking position 5, the approach line of Bogu. Substitute that does it, Anna Stencil, Obuawa. Just can't wait to see if VakifBank just find their way, or whether they start to get tentative. You wouldn't expect them to get tentative with the way that they've played so far, though. Again, can't be too complimentary so far about Franti on the outside, knows when to hit the angles, knows when to stay high off the block, and really does give them an aggressive outlet on the wing when Gabby's on the backcourt. Again, now's the time for Cuneo to be served, and she hits her way out of a pickle that time. Two up in the block, and once again, RZESZÓW go for high hands. 6-4. It's a good step in the right direction. Eye catch passes a little bit out of rhythm, and then the pressure just builds on VakifBank here, trailing by 3. Orvasova starting to really contribute from the baseline. VakifBank for the first time in this match starting to be asked a few questions. Franti now passes off the net. Can she hit her way out of the system this time? Of course she can. Every single time. If the pass isn't there, the spike certainly is. 2 up on the line through the hands of Obawawa. Nice little hop and a jump from Guidetti down there, giving us a bit of a demonstration. Ace, and the service of Franti, just like in the previous set, causing issues for Cuneo here. She's on the front court, they want to disrupt her, serve it to the inside hand and affect her rhythm on the front court. Franti, a deep breath, but again from position 1, same sort of serve, this time to the outside. And because she's already on the outside there, she has some rhythm, Cuneo, in her offense, so she's got a bit more room to work with offensively. This time again in system, or she's in rhythm anyway, in transition. She puts the ball away. She knows that her mismatch there is against Erzbite and can just go hard off of the Turkey setter. VakifBank have got their pass back. And when they've got their pass back, this is dangerous again for RZESZÓW. Franti puts the ball in perfectly. And the outside, Kalandadze just pitching in with Jansu because she's the front court setter. But to no avail, she's helping with the middles, but in system, VakifBank are just too hot to handle. Kalandadze now high hands again. This is really working for them. They're just going a lot higher, testing the block of VakifBank a lot more. Doesn't matter who it is. This time it's Gunesh who has to move 5 or 6 meters and still press on the net. She couldn't quite do that. In turn, pulled off the hands. Thompson off speed. And for anybody watching this from Thompson, it's showing that you don't always have to be physical here, especially not at the height that she is, and she's contacting the ball from, just smooth and to the space once more. Good angle. They're hanging in here, RZESZÓW, although miss serve. Sovas really seemed to come to the forefront of this match more in the third set. After seeing Konerska just whispering around what play's coming next. Centers of 1, difficult rotation, Gabby to serve. A little bit off the net, she can't really use the middle from there, but she can go back to the opposite, and again, the more they seem to use Orvasova, the better the chances of RZESZÓW get here. The pass is much better in this set as well, you must say. Something that the VakifBank stats men will be looking for, just previously on the bottom of the screen. VakifBank passing off, high ball to Thompson. That is all about Erzbai. That is sensational stuff. Hopefully we get to see a replay of this as she makes the middle blocker hold. She has two options, and to find the width of that set, to find Thompson's score from a well, situation where VakifBank there were a little bit vulnerable. No. Again off the hands. This is really starting to work. Still a 2-point lead here for RZESZOW, and VakifBank will have to stay patient in these moments. Senka, an absolute threat. Been at RZESZOW since 2022. Well, here we go again. RZESZOW open up a 3-point lead, and again, VakifBank looking a little bit more vulnerable. Franti just gets caught on the first touch, a little bit stiff on the ball. Thompson blocked, and the door is certainly open here for RZESZOW. Gabby into a good spot, and off the middle blocker, Franti goes. Again, quick ball situation. Middle blockers always struggling to get across, and I think Obiwara is good in the middle that she's been since she's come off the bench. A little bit slower getting out to the pins than we've seen from Jurczyk. And if the middle is a little bit slower getting out to the antennas, that will open up the tool all day long. Too wide this time. Kovacsova can't deal with that. Well, the door was open for RZESZOW, and maybe it's just closed right in their face by VakifBank and Thompson's pass. Sorry, serve straight onto the front court receiver. Thompson now turning into a setter. Franti once more, and they'll be okay with Cunha taking that first attack. Thompson's there again. Really good tip cover. Tight ball, and again, those vulnerable players. That's twice we've seen Franti just caught underneath the ball. You can see Guidetti not overly happy here. She was stressed out from trying to play defense the first time of asking. Couldn't find that moment just to relax. That could be a turning point here. RZESZOW are let off from VakifBank, and as Antigua said in the pre-match interview, that they won't have many chances, but they will have a chance, and you feel that this is their chance until Odbogu gets back into the game and just says good night to the RZESZOW outside. Gets across and seals the seam perfectly. And the service has worked again from Franti. She may have made a mistake with the first touch a couple of occasions in this set, but her serving has been superb tonight, picking out Cunha multiple times. Fast, flat, floating from the sideline to the inside. It's a difficult one to track for the Colombian. And now RZESZOW are in a timeout because VakifBank have pulled us all level.
But then one thing, we'll try to play more with your body, okay? So, especially for you, more diagonal, okay? Probably she will spike around you, okay? Line, okay? So the night front line was very good. And I think it can create a bit more diagonal.
Drodzy Państwo, Rysice 14, VakifBank 14. Zagrywa Aleksandra Franti.
Well, here we go. 14-all. Rzeszów playing their best volleyball of this match so far, but can they continue it? Once more, the pipe is dangerous. I can't remember them missing in the pipe all evening long. Did the ball travel back on the same side of the antenna that it disappeared on? The answer is no. We haven't seen so much of Kalandadze through the pipe, agree, but very strong. Gabby, very strong. Kalandadze, last year we spoke about her winning the best outside hitter in the league, but also won best outside hitter in this Champions League. Had such a strong run from Georgian. Dilbaz Bashchan is in for the time being to come in and play a little bit of defense. There's an error. VakifBank take the lead for the first time in this set. Proves to be a good substitution. This from Gudetti. First season here for Bashchan. And signed from Belly Disaport. They go to the pipe again, but this time Gabby says, okay, you've scored enough from it. She sees the tip and she pinches in on it. Dummying the second ball attack, I think there was by, and Thompson frustrated to miss one, but she's hardly missed one all evening, is she? I'm sure Gudetti will be delighted with this performance should VakifBank win 3-0. Would have come here and got exactly what he wanted. Good to the outside. Gabby looking for hands. Did Gabby get hands? The answer is yes. We've only had the one challenge so far. That was in the really early stages of the opening set from Stefan Antiga. Service to the inside of the front court receiver again, trying to make it difficult for the setter once more. Gabby pinching in and then just swing blocking on the 10. Volleyball certainly being very consistent in this set. Great service! And that's a change-up we haven't seen so far from Rzeszów this evening. The short serve on Franti gives Rzeszów the lead once more. Trying desperately to get the platform underneath the ball. Vanerska's serve coming in handy at crucial moments. Ready for it this time, Franti, but still off the net. Gabby shut down. The first pass isn't there for VakifBank. The short serving is working. The middle's kicking out to the outside, and this is the first time that I think Giovanni Gudetti has called a timeout all evening.
Because if you said we don't defend, we are blocking diagonal, and you are defending here. She avoids the block, and you put the ball out every time. Stay outside the block. 3 times the same ball. Every time it's outside the block. It's not strong. Not strong. Aye, also, and remember, position 2 and 6, position 2 to go block some pipe, and 6 we have to collect some ball. Let the ball to Isaac ball, this is good ball. Aye, okay.
Wracamy do gry, dwupunktowe prowadzenie Rysic.
He knows his stuff, Mr. Gudetti. Let's put it that way. Not frustrated so much with the pass, but with the blocking. And now the pass is into a very good position. It's a good timeout for Gudetti. It just relieves the pressure on his passing unit. And Icatch just puts the ball in magnificently well. Still a lot to play for here in set 3. Again, the serve on the front court receiver, but it's there the pass. They're prepared for it to go to the opposite. Looking at diagonal, and Franti's making magic again once more on the front court. She really is a force of nature offensively, especially in these balls where they just need an aggressive option. She's put so many of those away, and the fans just cannot believe their eyes. Middle's in. Eye catch perfectly, just sinking into the floor with the dig. Change up this time from Franti, just managing the risk of the offense. And now she's going to get a chance in a lot more rhythm, and she puts it away. It's very good offensive play from Franti. Good decision making. The first time saying, I don't think I can put this ball away, so I'll continue the play. Eye catch again into the floor. Very stable defensively. Gives Franti the second chance that she needed and that she waited for patiently.
Okay. Czyli nikt nie chce bloku, okay. Là, soyons sérieux, va attaquer les charrets. Давай, let's go, win that one. Jeu!
Dwie przerwy wykorzystał CEV Tiga 19-20. Zagrywa Gabriela Braga-Kulmaresz.
Big moments again here in Rzeszów. VakifBank have the lead. But I would say this is the sort of performance now that Savannah Tiga would have wanted from the very start. They're more stubborn. They're starting to grow into this game. Rzeszów using all of their options. Senka 192. Just incredibly high. And Zara Grunesh, the tallest middle blocker at 198. Out there, but 2 in a row. Okay, Rzeszów. Everyone paying attention now. Pass was in rhythm. And earlier on in the set, you saw Özbay trying to flip those balls back towards the pipe attack or two, but she knows that Franti is running incredibly hot at the moment. She stopped that time. They haven't faded away yet. Rzeszów here. That will delight the home fans. Can they see it through? Eye catch slightly off the net. Back to Franti. This time block out. Good option now, not as crammed off of that first pass into that 3.5 area. The game opens up a little bit there, and Franti could just stay high off the block. The middles are gone. Just a one-on-one situation. Bobby back in for Bastian. Well, they go back to the middle. It's a brazen play from Van Erska. At clutch time, it's also not a bad play. They go one behind here, Rzeszów, but they're also playing their own tactics to try and stop Ogbogu getting to the wings and doubling up. And she'll double up this time. She'll get the touch. Özbay will be there as well. Out of system rip, but Franti hasn't missed many of those, but here's the chance. Cuneo needs to put this away. Doesn't. A 2-point lead, and surely this game is done and dusted. Franti, good cover. It's exactly what Guidetti would want. They're out of rhythm again. 3 defenders into the angle. Rzeszów get the fans alive and kicking. That's very good persistence from Rzeszów, and they live to fight another battle here. They have a chance. VakifBank's pass a little bit out of rhythm, and now they're relying on the outer system Rick from Franti a little bit too much. She's going to have to hit another one from deep, and she goes with the volley. This is the chance that RZESZOW are waiting for. And it goes to the opposite. Orbisova gives RZESZOW the lead once more. VakifBank's pass just faltering a little bit here. And it just starts a snowball effect. Franti torn off by the big Czech opposite. Well, they have to go for the big plays. It's a good substitution. Julia Paula, formerly of Gran Canaria, coming in, still very young. Julia Paula, 189, but still 18 years of age. Great experience for someone so young. Thompson, with a little bit more experience, does exactly the same thing. Wow. But in comes Sarah van Aalen, the Dutch setter. A brilliant Euro volley campaign. Now has to come in and find her rhythm straight away. She has a little look around her to see what she's got. And it's a set point for RZESZOW here. 3 missed serves in a row, my word. Orbisova out the back. Antigua must be chewing that gum, if he is chewing gum, which I think he is pretty hard at the moment. Well, big moment, because Franti has served really well throughout this game, but they're in system, and it's block out when they need one. Cunio is there. Set point again for RZESZOW. Cunio serving. No miss this time. It's a good one to position one, forcing the ball again to the outside, but Gabby is on the front court, and Gabby is there to do what Gabby does, which is just hammer the opposition. Service in this time for VakifBank. The Pipers worked all evening, but not this time. Well, RZESZOW get the decision. Do we have a challenge? We think it was very, very close, and Guidetti says, yes, please, we will see that one again. Drama in abundance. Cunio's reaction was not one of pleasure, it was one of hesitation and desperation for that ball to be in, and it wasn't. And those are just the small things you need to go your way on evenings like this evening in the Champions League. Gabriela Makarovska. Koulé is in, 23-year-old setter. Gabby again gets the ball, and Gabby goes out the back. We go to a challenge, and smiles on the faces of RZESZOW. Guidetti just making sure, one would think, oh, there is a touch. Senka wasn't admitting to anything in that moment. They're going to have to work a little bit harder through these closing stages. RZESZOW for throwing the kitchen sink at this. VakifBank are defending it. Gabby 2 from 2 in overtime here in the third. They've definitely made a much better battle of this, the Polish team. Thompson slows down the play. Gabby gets her third set in a row, hammers off the block. They're going to have a chance for another set point here. No. Erzbay makes the dig. Gabby out of system. Canoe on the floor. Everybody paying attention in these moments. Eye catches there when the VakifBank leader Thompson, can she put the ball away? No. What a rally. Back to the outside. A block from VakifBank gives them a match point. Galandansi shut down. And VakifBank are battling away here. VakifBank, Thompson goes deep. And goes, look at that finishing position. Superb, just reaching in and taking the absolute lot. There's a challenge from RZESZÓW here. And if you understand why the challenge is coming, could you let me know, please? And, well, was there a net touch? I don't think there was. And now it's match points. VakifBank having defended a few set points themselves. Have RZESZÓW got the character to battle their way back into this one? Passes out of system, the middle blockers will be alive. Gunesh is alive and gets out to defend the attack from two pretty quickly. Gabby for the game, it's going to be tight, and it's into the antenna. VakifBank have battled away in set three to take a 3-0 victory, a well-deserved victory for the reigning champions of this competition. They were tested a couple of times, as Stefan Antiga said. RZESZÓW would have their chance, and they certainly did in set three, but they couldn't get it over the line. VakifBank stubborn, and they take it 3-0 in a fine performance from them. The first two sets, VakifBank brought a very, very good level. RZESZÓW couldn't hold with that level, but in set three, they were superb, RZESZÓW, as Gabby gets the MVP award here this evening. And in those big moments in the back end of set three, they could really rely on Gabby. 2 kills in a row to turn the tide in the third set, a big difference, but lots of notable performances here. The Champions League is back, and there's nowhere else you would rather be. Weekday evening, it's a superb game and a great performance for VakifBank. And they've got 1 foot in the quarterfinals before they play at home in the next leg of this tie. Remember, the winner plays against Moko, and what will be, if it happens, the pick of the quarterfinal matches here. We have a look at the stats. Better passing, better serving, better attacking, and better blocking. Less or the same amount of errors, but that tells us everything we need to know. There are more errors from VakifBank in that final set, though, which means it wasn't as clean and as tidy as probably Guidetti would have liked, but they were tested, and their character prevailed in set number 3. Brilliant performance away from home in RZESZÓW for VakifBank. Served incredibly well, tactically spot on. Putting pressure on the front court receiver for large periods of the game, and with their middle blockers as good as they are. Bogu had an absolute field day in the middle with Gunesh, so strong through that centre. And with Gabby on the wing, perfectly assisted this evening by Alexandra Franti. They'll be pleased that going back to Turkey either this evening or tomorrow morning, there's a round of applause all round. It's a good performance. And the flowers are being given out here. Well, it's the little things that make a big difference in sports teams, and Cadetti seems to be getting it all right at the moment with this VakifBank side. Well, we're just seeing if we can grab the MVP.
First of all, congratulations, you were
interview, and
favorite
here
of
she is,
this
Gabby.
match and you didn't disappoint. What was the most important during matches like this? The mindset or technical skills?
Yeah, I think both, but first mindset. We knew that would be a difficult match. We know the quality of this team, especially when they play at home. We know that they have amazing blocking defense and amazing attackers. And I was happy to see the team from the beginning with a lot of aggressivity. And this was really important in the third set, when they start to serve really good, when they start to believe in even more. But our team keep the same mindset, as I said, and this is important. Of course, important victory today, but the job is not done. We know that we have a second match at home. We need to work even harder because we know that they will change something. As I said before, they have a really quality team, they have amazing coach, and for sure they will come even stronger in Istanbul.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You can't help but agree with Gabby there, can you? As VakifBank Istanbul take the match 3-0 against RZESZÓW away from home. It's the feast of action coming your way in the Champions League. Some big games coming up this week and next week. But this evening, VakifBank travelled from Turkey to Poland and really delivered the goods away from home. They'll have to be on their toes next week as well, because as Gabby said, RZESZÓW underneath the guidance of Stefan Antigua will come back very, very strong. Brilliant performance from VakifBank, looking to win this title for the third consecutive year. They've beaten RZESZÓW away from home 3-0. Gabby, the MVP this evening, but there was a lot of strong performers out there. Tested in the last set, that's for sure, but VakifBank prevailed. Well, they've done the job away from home. A great night for VakifBank Istanbul in Poland. It's been a pleasure to be with you here from Poland. We look forward to seeing you next time. From us, it's goodbye for now.
Something's happened. How long it will take, I don't know. You know, it's very up to some private money.